What's up guys, and welcome to Sports Friends. Sports Friends is coming out today on PS3 and PS4 as a cross-buy title, but I do warn you right away, if you don't have a friend nearby and a second controller to play with, this game just isn't for you. It is a multiplayer, local co-op only game that really does bring you back to the couch co-op style of video games, and there are 4 different games to play, and they're all really great, and I can't wait to show them to you. I do want to warn you, if you aren't a fan of PS3 or PS4, it will be coming out on Steam later, so you might just want to hold your cash for a little bit. But overall, I've had a very solid experience on both the PS3 and the PS4. The footage you're seeing is on the PS3, and then like I said, it is cross-buy, so if you buy for one, you get it on both. Let's get into the current game you're seeing, which is Berry Ball. And this is sort of a competitive game. It's the most competitive game in the entire 4-game pack. Basically, it is a soccer mixed with Kung Fu, where there's 2 different colors, and it can be 2 to 4 players, and you're trying to get the ball into your color. And it gets really awesome as you get better. You and your friends, as your skills improve, so does the game. It gets more intense, more fun, more exciting. And that's a really enjoyable thing about it. I saw this game actually, this specific Berry Ball, at MagFest, which was a gaming convention, and not even knowing really how the game is supposed to be played, I felt the intenseness as 2 very good players were going against each other in a little bit of a tournament. It gets very fast-paced and very technical. You have to be very, very comfortable with the game, and that's the cool thing about it, is once you get that level of comfortability and you are just facing off with your enemy, it can get crazy fun and intense. Really, like, good moments from it. There are also different characters and levels you can situate yourself to, so it's very fun to try different things out and have a fun time with your friends while you try to beat their butt in Berry Ball. Moving on to the next game, Super Pole Riders, while it's still competitive, a lot more silly. But basically, we have a 1 versus 1 scenario where they have 2 pole vaulters trying to hit a ball into a goal, and it's very ridiculous as you can beat the crap out of your friend or foe with a large stick and then hit it into the goal. You get very intense with this one. Of course, it's not as serious and not as technical, so I don't expect to see any serious tournaments going on with super pole vaulters. But the art style is one thing that really takes me away in this one. There are a few different maps and they all have their own different things with them, and the art to them is very appealing. The pole vaulters themselves are okay looking. Of course, they're not too detailed and they're sort of disproportionate with their arms, but the environment surrounding them, I don't know, there's just something really, really pleasing about it, and I enjoy playing this one out of all of them the best. Now, this next one I have to show you is a 4-player only game, so unless you have 4 people around, including yourself, you actually can't play this one. So that's something to think about. Out of your 4 games, you might only have 3. But this one is a 2 versus 2 game, where basically it's sort of a bit like hockey. You have 2 colors going against each other, and that black thing you see bouncing around is actually a puck. The 1, 2, 3, 4s are different players, and basically you're just trying to keep the puck into your colored goal. And it can get very competitive. You can also make your own maps with this one, so it does have a level of diversity. You can keep on making different levels for your friends to compete in. So this one is a really cool one. Unfortunately, I couldn't play it myself. You're seeing some B-roll footage just because I don't have 4 people around or even 4 controllers to play it. And that really is the only huge issue with Sports Friends, is the demand for extra people and controllers. And that's not a bad thing at all, it's just something to be very wary of before purchasing. And finally, we're going to move on to our 4th game, which is Johan Sebastian Joust. Now this one's very interesting, but unfortunately I can't cover any proper footage of the game. But a good friend of mine named Red Panda Gamer does have a really cool video on how it is played, which you can find by clicking the link in the description, or on the annotation you're looking at right now. The concept of the game is to hold a candle. And while you're holding this candle, you're going to try to wipe away the flame of your opponent. And this can be done with the PS Move controller or the PS4 controller, and leads to some really weird stuff. You need a good open space to play this one though, so if you're in a smaller apartment room or a small room in general, you might not want to touch this one without being able to break a few objects, maybe a vase or a plant. But this is Johan Sebastian Joust. If you click the link, it's a very cool video, a very cool game, very unique. But that's all I have to say about Sports Friends, a really cool game you can find on the PS3 and PS4 right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, or even comment on what you thought. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.